Here's our social media presence: engage and retain followers. Here are 5 simple things you can do if you're experiencing and rapid community growth. Optimize your bio. Like I keep adding, if I'm LD2 now, and when they go into, when I say like, go to my Opulence website, like, they will see there, like, they will see your status, right? Which is very good. It adds up more to you. What is your key content, right? Your video of, like, who, that you can introduce to your brand, which is like our SVP Sanas is very good at this. Use that video. Be consistent. Stick to regular posting schedule with recognizable branding. When I say our fashion is, we'll even put, Louis Vuitton and Gucci into shame, because this is handpicked, and our materials are not cheap, right? So, and the price, oh my goodness, gonna blow your mind. So I'm a teaser. I love to, to put curiosity to my audience, right? Educate your audience, right? So how do we educate our audience? At the back office, there's already tons of information about our fountain of life, about our divine, and our Arctic Vita. Oh my goodness, that was the boot camp last Saturday. Was amazing, amazing, amazing. So, this is gonna help you to educate your audience on what we have in our hands. And so when we have these followers that are already, know us, we start with our friends, right? We use questions and giveaways to encourage interaction and build connections. So this social media presence boosts, and it helps us to boost and reach with consistency and hashtags. Remember, I say to you guys, when I do highlight, like, I put up, like, caption, right? Come and see, or something that will take them, like, I want them to click that. I want them to click my website. I want them to, and when I say hashtag highlights, hashtag followers, no matter what group it is, like, I still, do this hashtag whatever, right? So it's very important. Promote your social media channel. Let your network know about your new business by sharing updates, which we always do, achievements, and exciting opportunities in your personal social media. Remember this, folks. Let's say Joel becomes an LD1, or Joel becomes an LD3. Proudly present that our company continuously promoting, continuously, how easy it is to become an LD1. How it's just 6 people, right? How easy it is to achieve this first promotion and be happy with that achievement of others. Why? Because it will show that our company is continuously finding new people and helping them become millionaires like us. All right, engaging through consistent content. Like, what are your valuable contents, right? The content is very important. These are already, the pictures show us already that in the social and business tools at our back office, we can take stuff in there and post it at our social media. Position as a trusted resource. Drive interest and conversion by showcasing your expertise. I'm thankful. Yes, I'm a certified holistic nutritional practitioner. I study acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Yes, but what is the purpose of my study? Does it mean to say that because you're a teacher, you can't do this? Of course you can. This is the reason why our social media and training tools are there. Stay loud, remain active and visible in the conversation to foster growth. Why? Because if you're gonna post something about your openness business, and then you came back after a month or two, guess what? They're not going to follow. You want to encourage followers all the time, because that can turn into what? Profit later on. Consistency is the key. So aim for at least 3 posts per week to engage your audience. There's always borrow somebody. Like, I know I see Amarjeet, and I copy what she has. I get some ideas on how what is her wordings in there. Like, I post our CEO or our SVP, Renee, and whatnot. So, but I wanted to be consistent into my posting, that once a day, if I can, like, I'd like to put something on my social media, even once a day, or even every other day, right? Content calendar, organize and plan your posts to streamline efforts. Embrace trial and error. There's nothing wrong with that. They hardly know, like, they don't know, your audience doesn't know that, right? That is not from you. But then again, like, you embrace that trial and error to find what resonates with your audience. And you will know that if they respond, you will know that if there is an inquiry after that. Example content ideas is health tips, product highlights, success stories, and community engagement updates. Now, here is some example, right, of content idea and post type. I'm not gonna go through with it with you with this, guys, but if you can, like, our Launchpad is also one of our training tools. Go through with this and resonate. If you can resonate with some of this, like, content idea and post type, use this one. Introduce yourself and a new partner and your goals with Opulence Global. Get some, put some caption like what said, hashtag Opulence Global. Join me as I grow and help others achieve their dreams. Do you know what is the dreams of others? You don't know until they inquire from you, and you wanted to I call that, like, open that floodgates, like, floodgates of question, to question you of what you have. What do you do now? Like, hey Neda, I saw that you're in Montreal. Like, I have one cousin that said, like, whoa, you're beginning to become popular. I said, what do you mean? Like, she called me from Buffalo. She called me and she said, like, I saw your postings, and what is that about? And then I start talking to her briefly. I don't want it to have a verbal diarrhea. You know why? Because if the more we talk and say this and say that, you know what, we feed them too much information, their interest is gone. I want to just put in curiosity. And she said, you know what, I want to order that. I wanted to try. I said, of course, by all means, tell me, like, we can do that now. You see what I mean? So whether it's one bottle, whether it's a package, of course, my aim is LAP, of course that, but it will start with one. And because they know that I am a CNP, right? They said that, like, Nada will not going to join a company if she didn't know that this is good. So there's another one. Or what about your engagement post? What about your education post? This is why our testimonials every Wednesday and Sunday with Dr. Henry and Jazz, right? It's very important. Plug in the people in our testimonial panel. Plug in our people with our this one, product crossfire. You know what I mean? So education is, can lead them to, is empowerment, right? It's something that they didn't know, that health is wealth, that is important to change their lifestyle in diet and whatnot. Later on, they will say, I love this one. How can I get engaged? I wanted to have a business. Boom. You know what I do now? Like, when I'm also recruiting, me and my husband, we tell them the tax benefits of having a business. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. They don't know anything about that. I say, I didn't know. Just yesterday, I think, or my husband was talking to somebody that I have to pay 18,000 my taxes. Good for you. I said that. You know what? It's a lesson learned. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but he's our close friend. I said, what do you mean? I said, if you had a business, home business, online business, like Opulence, you don't have to pay that because everything now is right on. I said, what do you mean by that? Well, and that you're gonna have to sit down with me, and you're gonna have to see where you can start, and then you now can write up everything. So, well, can I come back tomorrow and sit down with you with this? Absolutely, yes. So tomorrow is my appointment with him. Anyways, engaging strategies on social media, Facebook groups, and communities. Create or join groups related to opulence products, very important, right? And the broader luxury product and business industries. Like, remember when we say, like, our fashion, our health, and like, and like, it comprises with what? Of 1.5 trillion, right? So luxury, our product is luxury enough, elegant, sleek, stylish, right? And that's why I said it's not like, when you buy or purchase our purses. I said to my friends, right? Your Louis Vuitton will be ashamed of our opulence handbags. You know what I mean? I said, nah, yes, of course, yes. Come to our gallery. When you're walking into our gallery, you're walking into what do you call this one, a museum, right? It's going to put the museum in shame. So that's me, for them to see me in our gallery. And business in the engage with members by offering valuable insights, free advice, okay, and sharing product samples or gift certificates. Be creative with this one. Gift certificates or gift card, if they buy our gift cards, and they use it to shop at our website, guess what? It's kaching to us, right? It's money to us too, right? So use this one. So I'm not going to go through with you the example, the Canadian luxury designer portion, FERI. If you want to do that, yes, but try to create curiosity enough for them to see what you have. Engaging strategies in social media is through live sessions and webinars, like this host live MAA, ask me anything sessions on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or Zoom, where you can educate your audience about your products or business opportunities. I actually started this one connecting myself to a group of naturopaths, right? And nutrition people, well, I call them nutritional, holistic nutritionists, right? And they have a Zoom, a Zoom group. And I say, like, I would like to introduce our Fountain of Life and our Arctic Vita. And the moment I say collagen, whoa, my goodness, they say to me, what do you have in your collagen? How the strength of it and whatnot. And I said, okay, can you be our guest the next session? I said, absolutely, yes. Highlighting individual products, showcase unique benefits and features. We learned this in our bootcamp, what our Arctic Vita does, what it can do for us. And if we want a more backup scientific studies about it, I'm sure that, our SVPs and us can provide this for us, right? These live sessions create a personal connection with your audience, allowing them to ask questions, gain insights, and feel more confident about your offerings. And you know what? I just attended to, one session of two ladies, right? They're two ladies backing up each other. You know what I mean? And if I'm not confident enough yet, like say, for example, I'm not a nutritioner or not a health practitioner, ask Dr. Henry to be there. Ask, Jazz to be there and to help you, kind of like, if there's any questions that might be able to help you when it comes to the health products, or or ask where our fashionistas, ladies here, like Maria Baptiste, Ifra, Amarjeet, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can also get me. I'm a little shy, but the moment you trigger me, I'm done. I cannot be controlled. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, engaging strategies in social media, there's other things, like, leverage your testimonials, share customer testimonials, case studies. I use ACE, ACE case a lot. Our kidney dialysis patient turned member, right? I use, our lung cancer patient. This is one of my testimonial, let alone my own testimonial. When I first came to Opulence, I had a heart condition, right? And I used that. And, I'm also diabetic for 30 years. And now my sugar is like, even my endocrinologist said to me, my specialist said to me that whatever you're doing, continue doing. And I said, I think you should take a look at our Fountain of Life, because my sugar is like for 30 years, I've been in insulin each night, and now I am just once a week. And that is already, a progress report. So I say this to my friends. I say this to people, right? Opulence Global Resources access thousands of powerful testimonials for your marketing and closing processes. This is why let's appreciate the fact that the 8:30 in the morning testimonials, if you are not sure what to say, plug your prospects there too, right? They can resonate on some testimonials of others too. And if they have any question on Sunday evening, that Dr. Henry and Jess are doing, very, very helpful. Promote your key products. What are you passionate about? Like, is it the Fountain of Life? Right? Is it the divine, and our upcoming that will kick, the butts of all of us between the Fountain of Life and the divine? It's a beautiful, I call it husband and wife, FOL and divine. But now the baby came, and that's the Arctic Vita, more stronger, more powerful, our superhero. I say that to them. Build trust and credibility. Showcase real life success story to enhance trust. That's basically why we testimonial sales, because we want the trust of our people, of our audience, right? And facilitate what is it facilitating? Conversion. We want to convert them to become our customer, to become our member, and to become part of our team. And before long, they can lead us. Maybe they're not the one that has the fire, but they can lead us to the one that know that, I know someone that, will love your story. I know someone that will love your product, or, that is looking for something. There you go. I call that tap rooting, right? Gather your own testimonials. Why? Because actively seek testimonials from satisfied customers to build credibility. There you go again. Testimonials always sell, right? If we don't open our mouth, we don't make a sale. So that's the reason why we use other people's testimonial to build our own credibility, because we're part of it. There's a reason why they're doing testimonial, is because why? Because our Opulence has tons and tons of scientific data about our products, and even so our fashion. Look at our, when I say, like, I love that jewelry. I would like to have that. That's one of my promise lists to myself too, right? Like, when I reach LD4, I'm gonna gift myself. I told my husband, you better be ready and work your ass off, because once I reach that, you're gonna have to buy me that jewelry. You know what I mean? And it's a mindset, my dear family, right? Opulence family. It's a mindset. Really, like, why buy from somebody else, the mall, or somebody else entity, or business, when we do have a business where we can get paid by wearing it, right? And so first, it did not resonate to me, to be honest, right? But then again, I realized, like, the earrings that I am wearing right now, like, and I look at that, it's just like it's calling me, you know what I mean? And then when I look at the other jewelries that I bought, like, the Posh, the Fairy. But I said to my husband, when I reach LD4, I want the Fairy Mosh. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a challenge for you, right? A challenge for me too. Why? Because it's a reward that I would like to reward myself off, right? And so that when I go out there and wear them, and I get compliments from it, guess what? I can say to them, well, I got it from my store. What is store? I have a business that I sell these products. You know what I mean? So elevate yourself. We elevate ourselves to a level of that they look at us like, someone that know what he or she is talking about. Why? Because you got to be a product of your product. So when we're promoting, which one are you in? Are you more into fashion? Are you more into, like, your safe home revolution? When I always say, don't give your children, like, a toothpaste with what do you call this one, fluoride. It's going to erode their brain. And because I'm a nutritionist, they believe me, right? So what do you mean erode their brain? You want your children to be smart, don't give them fluoride. Plain and simple. You want it to be more smarter than you are, then don't use fluoride. I mean, simple things like that. Why? Because fluoride has a tendency to give you Alzheimer's and dementia. Sometimes fear, what I'm saying? The fear of, like, is this true? And so they start searching. And remember, you said to me that your product has a silver or micro silver. What does it mean? You know what I mean? So that's why, of course, it's very important to know also the background of each product that we are selling, because one way or another, they will ask us. Like, if you are a product of your product, guess what? The belief level will go higher, because you are a consumer of your own product. You are a consumer of your own business, right? And that's why the trust and credibility will be there. And then later on, you can create and gather your own testimonials from satisfied customers to build your credibility. Okay, I hope I'm not boring you. Are we still good? We're good to go? More? Great. Okay. Engaging strategies on social media. success stories in opulence, showcase potential, share inspiring success stories from our company and team to highlight the incredible opportunities within the Opulence network. And this is one thing I'm gonna say to you. You know, when we become qualifiers for our super yacht, it was beautiful. It's beyond, how do you say, the experience, right? Like, you know, of living an opulent lifestyle, right? I'm not there for the money, and I will be lying if I say I'm not there for the money. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody needs that. But it is, you feel the freedom. You feel like how the rich does, you know, what they do with their life. Okay, you cannot be in the yacht every day because otherwise it's too boring for me, right? I'm not good in water. That's why sometimes when it's wobbly, you know, I am not really good at that. But anyways, right, you know, when we, you know, when this experience, right, and the pictures that I show to my friends and into my social media, you know what, it shows success. It shows that our company is not cheap. And I really, really, the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate our CEO and SVP. They're not just stylish, they are humble servants that they want to give us the best. That's why I say, like, you know, the reason why I am the best, because I'm handpicked by the best. And the best is the Opulence Global that we have. Look at what they've done. Like, you know, and it is true indeed, like, you know, that when they had spent millions of dollars for us, like, you know, for us to showcase ourselves, like, you know, and to show our this incredible opportunity within our network, and we bond with co-leaders, we bond with people that are already there, that been there for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They could have gone and joined others, but they stick into Opulence because of that belief that this vision is there, right? You know, not just to support us, to make us successful, but to have the, what we call, remember when we see that in the video, freedom. This is what it brings to us, the freedom. Resonate with our prospects. Why? Personal growth, financial freedom, and transformation stories build trust and connection. Not only that network, but not only that you can concentrate with one community, explore. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of person, I'm a nervous wreck sometimes, you know. I'm a little shy to approach. But and that's why my husband is there. Thank God for him that he breaks the ice for me all the time. You know what I mean? And once it's broken, I'm there. I'm in, boom, I'm stoppable. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because if I am successful, I'm making, because normally the challenge is, how much did you make with this company already? How much are you making every month? You know what I'm saying? What is it that I'm gonna say if I only, you know, if I am treating my business casually? You know what I mean? What is it that I am going to tell them, and how beautiful is this if I cannot show them even a dime that I made? Well, I did not make a dime. I made more than that, right? You know, so this becomes a transformation stories that build trust and connection. The monthly Night of Stars webinar by my coach, my mentor, Rico, our BDM Rico, right? He helps me a lot. He is my critic for most, right? You know, he's the one who say, smile like this, talk like this, you know, and thank you, I love you, boss. It is a key platform to collect powerful real life business testimonials. Use there to inspire and expand your network globally. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, when you are recognized, when you are, you know, that recognition, you think it's as little as it is, it's actually a big thing. You know why? Because you can flaunt it, you can be proud of it, you can say that, like, you know, hey, I'm part of the August Night of Stars. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I sneak into people that like, you know, into our webinars and say, like, you know, look at the leaders, like, you know, and there they see, like, whoa, you have one from Nigeria, you have one from you know, whoa, I know this person, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So what is this for? It is because it speaks the success. it speaks that, like, this company has the fire to light us up to get there to where we have to be. And this is where we belong. You know what I mean? So, moving along, like, our video content bring Opulence Global to life. This is where our TikTok, like, I love it. Like, I love watching Renee, I'm saying, wherever he is, like, and Ifra, like, our powerhouses, right? Showcase opulence, use video to highlight the business products and inspiring success story. When we are at the opulence, headquarters, take a, video of yourself, take a picture, I have tons, right? And then and then I say, like, in my video, I say, like, male, boys, like, I call them, like, a look at how sleek this beautiful shoes. My goodness, no date of yours will say no if you wear these shoes. Okay, so engaging formats, opulence tours, feature product demonstrations, like, if you have, I always have, when I say product testimonials here or demonstrations, like, I show them how the Dr. Henry does this, like, the iodine versus the fountain of life. That's also good, right? Impactful testimonials, share experiences from partners and customers. Why video works? Because it humanizes your brand. What is your brand? Opulence Global, right? What makes it relatable and authentic. And to be honest, every piece, I believe, of our Opulence Global product is authentic, right? It's not copy. It's not something that is made cheap. That's what I can appreciate, and that's why I can, I can, I'm proud of it, promoting it. It is a visual proof of success. That's why the video, it is showing that, like, hey, you know what? I know Renee is there every day, like, and I, sometimes I say, wow, Renee is really on the go. I mean, me, I tried, and I didn't like it, what I'm saying, but I think I'm gonna start doing this too. I'm guilty as you are, right? Because I'm ashamed. I don't know, but I have to overcome that. See, that's the thing. I have to overcome, so then I can put myself into video to highlight my business. So that's why right now what I'm doing, I'm just copying what is posted and posting it into my wall. Captivates prospects and leaves a lasting impression. And so this is what I'm not going to go through with. This is your plan of action, something to say, phone script, right? What you say, hey buddy, hey girl, how you doing today? Like, remember, you told, you answer, what did I say the other day? Hey, Leonora, right? How's the kids? And I noticed that you like one of the posts I posted there in my Facebook. Like, what is it that that you are interested about? You know what I mean? I just wanted to break the ice so that I can talk to her. But yes, I'm interested about, you said, there is one that has psoriasis. How is that? Like, and where is your company? Where is this located? Is this US? No, no, no. We're made in Canada, right here in Toronto, Canada. This is made in Canada. This is not made in China. Not that I have something against China. This is not made in India. No, no, no. Made in Canada. Okay, so come and see me at the office and stuff like that. Okay, so plan of action, something to say, phone script. It is, I believe, this tool is in our back office, and you can go through with it and then see it for yourself. Anyways, I'm on the last slide of my presentation or my training with you tonight, right? Everything starts with, what is my method of operation? What do I do? How do I overcome? You know, offer my shop launch checkout for partners. Is this like by getting my MO box, aka the boss box, right? So is this really my $1 million business in a box, right? So in this, my method of operation, there where my promise list is to myself. And I will put it in the cover. Why? Because I wanted to, every time I see this promise box, this MO box, my promise list is there. What is it that I would like to see to myself that I accomplish in my opulence, in my association with Opulence Global, in my business, in running my business with Opulence Global. It is a method of operation. What does it do for me? What will it do for me? It is a tracking sheets and the heartbeat of the forensic network advanced system. Why? Because everything is there for the taking. The method of operation, it is a reminder, right? Not only that it is a reminder, it's a tool to build us. It's a tool to help us grow our business, not just in one area, but to expand our vision as well. How am I going to, touch, people in Africa? And, will I, even no matter how many times I touch base with our guy in Ghana, will I give up, because he's not answering? Well, he's part of our business now, right? Because he's not bringing in people. No, I don't, right? Unless they give up. I'm a leader, right? And the leader leads on the front, not on the back. You know what I mean? I push, I don't pull down. You know what I mean? So this is already pre-made for us, pre-made for us for the taking, to execute, for us to, help us launch ourselves in the proper way, to give us more clarity. Because if we are not clear in how to launch ourselves in with our business with Opulence, what's going to happen to us? We die down. And if we are not growing, I say this to our team, even to myself, if we're not growing, we're dying, right? So even if, like I always say this too, that like, and even there's one person attend the, a new person in the room, I always say this, like, the room is full, because with that one person I may grow 10 times. Even there's only one inquiry on my post, my post is full, because I have this one inquiry. Is this part of my method of operation, as part of my MO? Right? So if it's so, then I color code my MO. Like, who are my customers? Like, my cue cards, I color code it. I'm just checking my time. Like, and so who are my customers? Who are my VIP customers? Like 2 days ago, I got a call from a lady that, actually it was last night. I got a call from that lady that saying that she's only 42 years old, and and is diagnosed right now with a colon cancer. And this colon cancer went into gallbladder now. And the doctor the other day went to Princess Margaret, I say, and said to me that, Atinaida, that the doctor said, I have no more cure for my cancer. And I said, no, you're not going to accept that. You're not going to believe that until, when God wakes you up in the morning, there's life. And God is the one that gives life. And so therefore, am I doing this because I wanted to close a sale to her? No, I wanted to save her. If I can be a part of that, I'm not God. If I can be a part of that to prolong her life, that health, that one person there that has colon cancer, she started taking her fountain of life, and she said that, from the time I take this, I feel good. And can I come and see you, which is on Thursday, right? Can I come and see you? And I said, absolutely yes. You know what I mean? And even whether she buys another, she said, I would like to buy, more, the package that you were talking to me. I said, okay, let's look at all angles. Let me check you out. Let me see. I'm not a doctor. I'm a nutritionist. And so therefore, let's see where, we have to be aggressive in treating you. You cannot just do this in 5 drops. It's not going to work that way. And she said to me, no, I follow. The first time I saw you, I follow what you said. And I felt good about it. I like to continue. And there you go. And so I know that she's a figure in our community. You know what I mean? And so she said to me before we hang up, she said, I don't want to die yet. I said, you know what? God is in control. He's the one who knows. And so therefore, I encourage everybody, right? Our Opulence Global is already designed for us to chew. You know what I mean? We can take the CEO can take us to the water, but it cannot force us to drink the water. We're like the horses, right? So I'm guilty about it myself. I have to, maybe I'm overlooking my business. Maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe but sometimes overthinking but not doing and action wise is also not going to help. Participation, into our events, into our meetings, into is a must. And as a leader, whether you have a guest or not, we have to be there. Unless it is, it is really, really emergency. I'm saying, just like that last week, our car doesn't stop, and I said, forget it. We had to get a new car. And so that's why we had to work on our opulence, you know what I mean? But anyways, this is my last day with you guys, and I really had fun. Thank you so much for the opportunity of allowing me to be one of the trainers for our Opulence Global. I do wish and I hope that we are, we do our, business. I am so sorry because I didn't even do my slideshow. I'm so sorry for, if I'm fast or maybe I'm not clear, but you know what? We are in this thing together. We hold hands together. We prosper together. No one is good. No one is better. We all are the same. We only have different techniques and strategies. And so, there is already a clear way to perform and do our business is simplified for us already. Our, who do we learn from? We learn from the best. And who are the best? Our CEO and SVP. They already designed this, our business with opulence for us to succeed. And so my wish for all of us, what I mean, we launch ourselves, we learn our back office. That's our first segment. And then the profitability, our profit centers, learn from that, execute our 30-day action plan, visit it and revisit it. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. And then our promise list. It is for us. And once we do so, become we will do mighty exploits to our team. Why? Because we are a do it first leader, because we are doing it first. They see that we are relentless, right? We don't stop. I'm saying we are without ceasing doing things to make it happen, and until we become infectious. I call them, they call me, you're a virus. Yes, a good virus, because look at you, you're LD1 now. Look, we promoted I believe one LD1 and two LD. How many LD1s? I think it's my husband. I think 5 or 6 LD1s already during this time, and 2 LD2s, I believe. Right. So we're hoping to reach also, hey, I know I'm gonna get LD4, but I want to challenge myself for the presidential. So thank you so much, my dear Opulence Global family, and I wish everyone the best of the best of the best with our business with Opulence. Salute to you all. I'm okay.
Oh, congratulations. Really, really enjoyed your talk. No, you're not talking too fast. There's a lot of content, and you qualify for a qualified trainer. I'll be more than happy to have you as part of our QTs. You're amazing, inspiration to a lot of people. And I hope that a lot of people inspired tonight say, you know what, I want to do that. I want to do that. Just, you know what, when you give, and that's what you did tonight, you give your knowledge, your time, your energy to people you don't even know. Life cannot be the same than not giving. Life is always so much better when you give as opposed to when you don't give. I always talk about the water, a river goes down, and one side of the river goes into a dead end. The other side of the river, same water keeps flowing. The one that keeps flowing, you can swim in it, you can drink in it. But the same water that goes in the dead end, it's a swamp, it's all, nasty. Why? Same water, same river, feeds both. One cannot give. One cannot give, but the one that keeps on giving, flowing, it's beautiful, and that's what you did tonight. I want to thank you, and you know what? I look forward to seeing you in front of the room. I want to see who else is inspired by this, and again, thank you for what you've done tonight. I enjoyed it.
And thank you again. Thank you for joining the Launchpad. Thank you, Naida, for your wonderful presentation. Thank you for Ramin for being on and helping us out. Always happy to have you. And thank you every single person for joining this wonderful training. Ladies and gentlemen from all corners of the planet, we thank you all for tuning in. This is how we're going to see success.
I want to congratulate you. What an awesome host you are, honestly. And when did you join us?
This year.
You're amazing.
Thank
You know
you,
what? It's
Ramin.
nice to have a gentleman on board. It's nice to be surrounded by women, which is fantastic. Yeah, that's fun. But it's nice to have a gentleman on board. So well done, young man.
Got to even out the playing field.
We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. Nor do we want to. Let the ladies lead. It's fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, of course, Joel, as we close our launchpad today and tonight, what do we say, team? One team, one dream, one system, building the
Building a
billion.
billion.